Hi, my name's Sarah Cutland and I'm the practice principal at Physiotherapy Centre Ivanhoe. In this time of closure, where we have decided to shut our doors so as to prevent any spread of the coronavirus, I thought I'd give you a little bit of my own personal exercise routine that I try and do to keep my body flexible and strong and stable. So come along with me while we do this. The aim with any exercise is to do it at your own ability, at your own strength, and stop if you feel any pain. Enjoy. We'll be putting a few more videos up as well. So here we go. Starting off, just thinking about posture, very important. Bring your feet parallel, in line with your hips. Just gently hop off your heels, taking the weight onto the front of your feet. Gently lower the heels. Now working up from the bottom, knees slightly bent, not too bent. Pelvis just tucked under, so not archy back and not all the way under, just a little bit under. Coming on up, shoulders rolling back and down. The down is the important part. Neck in top of the body, chin slightly tucked in so the eyes are horizontal. And breathe. From here we'll just start moving from the arms. Bring the arms up, keep the shoulders down, take them back as far as is comfortable. From there, gently take them out to the side, palms up. Keep the shoulders down. Bring them backwards, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. And release forwards, palms down, turning the hands under. Again, take it back, slightly different use of the muscles around the shoulder blades. And bring them forwards. Clasp the hands in front, push forwards and hollow the chest. Bringing the shoulder blades around the body. And breathe. With all of these, as you're holding a stretch, in the breath out, let go. A stretch should be a letting go rather than holding on. Bring the arms up to the ears, and then a slight backward bend. Move the hips forwards so the body bends backwards. And coming up. Good. Take one arm down by the side, the other one stretched up. Take the bottom arm down, the leg lifting up with the opposite rib. So this side you want to really lift up rather than thinking of the downward movement. You'll notice as I do this, the hips move slightly to the left, giving a bowing shape. And breathe out. Take it the other way. Other arm down the leg, up and over, lift the upper ribs, taking it across, letting go. And again, first side, and across. And the other way. Bringing it back up. Good. Now going in for the rotation, take one arm forward, one arm back. So you're twisting your rib cage here. Your knees are facing forwards, your hips are facing forwards, just stretching through the ribs. And look to the backward arm to give a bit more of a stretch. And coming forward, swap it over, twisting the body round, head to the back, head to the front, and repeat. And repeat. And back to the front. Good. A little bit more of an arm stretch now. Bring the arms out. Hands forwards and together. Bend the elbows. Take one elbow over the other. Bring the back of the hands together if you can, or towards themselves. Drop the shoulders. And then lift the elbows until you can feel a pull somewhere. Neck, shoulder, arms. Wherever you feel it, just stop at that point and breathe out. Drop the shoulders. If you can lift the elbows a little bit higher, do so. If not, that's fine. Remember taking it to a point of stretch, not pain. Releasing the arms. Bring it in, crossing the other elbow on top. So lock the elbow in, bring the back of the hands together. Drop the shoulders. And lift the elbows. And breathe out. just once more on each side, release. Swap the elbows. In. Lift the elbows and relax. And the other side. And let it go. Good. Just rotate the shoulder a little bit, loosening it off. Now, moving on to the neck. First of all, bring the chin into the neck. So a little bit of a double chin there. From there, keep that tucked in. Just lean forwards a little bit, stretching along the back of the head there. Take your ear towards your shoulder. With your ear towards your shoulder, then look up at the ceiling, a rotation up of the neck. And then look down at the ground. And again, up at the ceiling. And down at the ground. Don't worry about any cracks or clicks you get in your neck doing this. You can't move your neck further than it's supposed to go. And up. You're just loosening the joints. Bringing the neck up, over to the other side, ear to shoulder. Looking up. Looking down. Now, of course, if you get dizzy at this stage, you probably are overdoing it, so keep the neck in the middle. And back up. Good. Chin back into neck. Take your chin along your collarbone to the shoulder at the side. Chin in along the collarbone to the other side. And repeating. Now working down through the spine, I'm going to go sideways so you can see the profile here. So starting from the neck, bring your chin into the body, then roll it down segment by segment from the top until you can feel it coming through the neck. Hollow the chest now so that you're feeling the stretch through the back here. Take it down, the shoulders will come forwards, pushing back here so you're getting a really rounded through the back. Any segment you get to that feels a bit stiff, just hold it there. Do a little bit of movement through that segment until you feel that that's eased off a little bit. Then continue down through the back, rounding, 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 knees a little bit bent. Again, if you get to any stiff areas, a little bit of movement through there. All of it pushing up from your abdominals. There we go, nice and slowly, arms relaxed, until you get to as far as your body wants to go today, which might be different from yesterday, different from this morning, different from tomorrow. When you get there, make sure your knees are not locked back, a little bit of a bend there, let the head hang down, shoulders relaxed, and breathe out. Now in that position, just nod the head gently. The head is now pulling down on the neck, so you have greater freedom in this position than when you're standing up. And a little bit of shake for no, gentle side to side. Now from here, to activate the back muscles, make sure your knees are slightly bent again. I want you to come up into a flat back position, so pull up. Straighten out the shoulders. Squeeze between the shoulders so you're as flat as possible through the back. Bottom sticking out, legs down, head forwards. Your hands can be on your knees and your shin or the ground, depending how long your hamstrings are and how flexible your back is. From there, come back into a rounded position and let it come down. Come up, work into a flat back. In, down into a round, and up, and into a flat back. Up, into a bed position again, bend the knees and gently roll up from the bottom, allowing the head to come up last. And roll of the shoulders back and down. Now before we move down, we're going to do just a little bit of balance work. So to start off with, stretching through the thigh, standing on one leg. Take your foot or your ankle, bring that knee into the other one, bring it backwards. Other arm can be a counterbalance. Fix a point with your vision. Take it backwards until your body is as horizontal as possible. Hold it there. The leg you're standing on is slightly bent. And bringing it up. Good. Another little stretch back through the thigh. And down. Other leg, same thing. Grab hold of the ankle. Opposite arm forwards. Pick a spot to focus on. Taking it back. Pull back through the thigh. And place it down. Now, of course, it doesn't matter if you have to put your foot down whilst you're doing that. Any part of that you can do is going to help you balance. Next balance with a stretch. Bring one ankle across the opposite knee. Standing leg a little bit bent again. This knee out to the side. Bend the standing leg. Bring your hands together, elbows out. So we're stretching the forearms, we're working the thigh we're standing on, we're improving our balance. And as we come down, you're also stretching out through this buttock and thigh here. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Coming down, as low as your body will let you. Remember, it's not the getting there, it's not the being there, it's the journey to get there. That is the difficult bit. Relax. Shoulders down. Other leg. Cross it over. Hands together, elbows apart. Slowly coming down. If you can't do this, you can just try and stand on one leg for that time. And leg down. Good. Well done. Now stretch up. Okay. Moving sideways on the mat. 1 foot forwards, 1 foot back. Feet are in alignment, facing the same direction. The back heel is off and bending the front knee. Now ideally you have 90 degrees ankle, knee, thigh, so that's quite a wide stance, but you don't have to, whatever is suitable for you. From here, this is a balance pose, moving backwards into a backward bend, and coming up, forwards, hands either on your thigh or the floor, stretching down through the back hip. So we're stretching the back hip here. Take your hands inside that front foot and lower down even more. And hands on thigh, straight up. Good. Slight difference now. We're going to come forwards, hands together, and have a twist. Elbow hooks into the thigh. Coming on up. Good. Feet together. Now the other leg, same thing. 1 foot back, 1 foot forwards. Back heel is off. Nice wide stance. 90 degrees to start with. Backward bend. Coming forwards. Stretch down through the back hip. Hands down in front of the front leg. Coming down further if you wish. Coming up. Hands on thigh. Up a little bit. Hands together. push with that elbow into the thigh. Back to the centre, coming up, legs together. Good. Now coming down onto your knees. I'm getting quite warm, hopefully you are now. First of all, doing a little bit of a backward twist, working backwards through the lower back here and stretching through the thigh. One hand, bring it back, take it either onto the same heel or the opposite heel. Other arm comes up and over, twists and backward bend, push the hip forward. And swap it over. And repeat. Next, a little bit of a thigh workout. So clamp your hands down alongside of your leg and your body. Tuck your pelvis under here. Head straight forward and bending at the knees. The knees are the pivot. Just take your body backwards a little bit. And up. This is surprisingly hard work. Lovely. Hands down into a 4-point position, so wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Pulling your bottom in and your spine comes up, head comes down. Holding that position, rock backwards a little bit. You should feel this stretching the lower back here. Now dipping down, shoulder blades come together. Bring movement forward. Again, shoulder blades squeezing together. And then repeat that nice circle movement there through the spine. Dip down, coming forwards. Up through the spine. And coming forwards. Good, well done. Another little bit of balance work, lifting off one foot, opposite hand, lifting up, pushing through. There, really bringing the shoulder blade back. We get a twist through the spine, a stretch through the leg, and a balance practice. And the other side. And we'll repeat that. Coming through to a rib stretch now. Take one arm, thread it through under the other and keep twisting the body as far as you can. Top shoulder comes back. Coming up, other way. And coming. Good. From here, bring your hands slightly forwards, tuck your toes slightly back, pushing your hips up and back into the classic yoga downward dog. So push back with your arms so your hands are flat on the mat. Your ears are between your arms and you're pushing back towards your heel. From there, we're going to stretch out the calves, so bend one knee down, pushing the weight onto the other one. Swap it over, other heel comes down, one heel comes up. And swap. And swap. Now both heels towards the mat. Pushing back. Now from here we can come forward into a plank position. To start off with, you can come down on your knees. From there, shoulder blades down, gently lower. And then lift head and shoulders up for a backward stretch. And down. We'll just go through that again. Pushing up, you can come up onto your knees. Up into downward dog. Forward. Knees down. Lower, keep your elbows tucked in. Lifting head and shoulders up and down. Repeat that, or do the next more difficult version. Downward dog. Coming up and forwards, knees down or not knees down. Take the weight right forwards onto the hands and wrists. Up onto your tiptoes, from there elbows in, slowly lower. Body down, and as you lift up, hands can come off. And down. Another backward bend this time, bring your hands together, clasp, push them down over your bottom and lift head and shoulders. And down. And last one, bring your feet together, lift your legs up, head and shoulders up, hands down towards your feet. Now you're working all the muscles along the back. And relax down. So after a backward bend, we want to counteract that by doing a forward bend. Come up, knees slightly apart, heels together. Push your bottom back towards your heels, stretch forwards with the arms. Head down towards the ground, breathe out. And then lift the palms up, so just your fingertips are touching. And breathe. Coming up now, onto your back. Yep, the lower we go, the closer we are to the end. So bringing your knees down, legs down straight, feet slightly apart, a little bit of a hip twist, so pushing one hip down, the other hip down. What we're doing here is working the muscles on the low back that lift the hip up and down every time we walk. So it's loosening, but it's also strengthening. Back to a middle position, bend the knees. Flatten the back down if it's got slightly arched. Take one leg over. Let the knees roll to one side, keeping the opposite shoulder down. Breathe out. Bringing the knees up, swap it over. Opposite leg over. Flatten the back, relax it over the other side. Bring it back up. Feet together now, heels in towards the bottom. Bring your hands down towards your heels. You may be able to reach, you may not. From there, push down on your heels, lift up your buttocks, so rolling backwards, lifting up through the spine as high as you can. Up so that you're on your feet and your shoulders. Head must be tucked in. And rolling down. And again, same thing with a variation, roll it up. Take the weight on one leg, lift up. Stretching up as high as you can. Bend in and lower. Get straight again. Rolling up. Other leg up. and down. And finally, bring the knees in towards the chest. Head up to knees. Relax the head down, a little bit of a rock, side to side. And then gently lowering the legs onto the ground, feet apart, feet falling out, shoulder blades down, palms up, chin tucked into your body. Take a big breath in. Hold it. Let it go. And stay here for as long as you want. So thank you for joining me just in those exercises. You'll find as you're confined indoors, which hopefully you are doing, you get up frequently and you move your body. The body hates to be still, it loves to have movement. So enjoy your time, get to know yourself and your body, keep well. I hope you and your family are all good. Thank you.